Hello Taurus, welcome into your video. Hey, it's Lauren the Mystic. I am here for an energy check-in for the second half of December. We are going to be tuning in to some oracle messages for you to help you on your journey. We're going to tune into some angel tarot messages that really are going to focus on your timeline, what you might be seeing coming forward for you. We've got some spiritual guidance cards that are going to help us understand the overarching soul growth process that you might be moving through, as well as a bonus card for solstice reflections. So welcome in. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope that if you were drawn in, you find the perfect message here for you. I do like to take a little higher approach here as we tune into these messages so that we can understand both how energies are showing up in our real world as well as spiritually, what growth might be taking place. And we'll pull in astrological transits as see fit. I typically tune in every few weeks, every 2 weeks, to do an energy check-in to really help you. And it's nice to be doing these now publicly to see the stories unfolding at a collective level. It's really kind of interesting to watch the progression of energies. So again, welcome in. For those returning, thank you so much for your support. I am so truly grateful. And as a thank you for everyone who drops me a comment and also subscribes to the channel or is subscribed, I am entering you into a contest. If you would like to win a free reading with me, I am giving away 3 free readings this month to those who are supporting my channel growth, because I cannot wait to get to over 1,000 subscribers so that I can go live and do live readings. It also really helps me to tune into your energy when you interact with the channel. That being said, welcome in again. I typically read for rising signs, so if you are a Taurus rising, this is going to be the very most specific, but I welcome you. And if you are a Taurus sun and moon placement, I also recommend to check the other placements, your sun, moon, and rising sign, to get a little more of the story, because these are general readings. And let's just begin now, shall we? Let's take a nice deep breath in through the heart together, Taurus, as we start. And just tuning into your state of presence, bringing all of your energy and awareness here to this moment as we reflect upon these energetic archetypes, knowing that these cards represent archetypal fields of energies, and I may not perfectly speak to your exact circumstance, but calling your highest aspect of self, your intuitive knowing, inviting that forward to really assist you in locating the perfect message for you at this time, or what you need to hear at this time through your own inner knowing. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Your first card out, which really covers the energetic field of the whole reading, is potential. This is a card about the potential within a seed, within an idea, within inspiration, within a passion, and how that holds and contains so much potential. And the more important that seed is, the more powerful, the more meaningful that thing is in your life, the greater the energetic field of potentiality is surrounding it, right? This card is also reminding you of all the potential that surrounds you right now, that surrounds your heart space, that surrounds your current circumstances in life. And the universe is asking you to remember, Spirit's reminding you that outside of your vessel, if this is you, that you are surrounded by all of this potential, all of these alchemical forces that are ready to work with you through the universe and that you simply need to become aware of that potential that surrounds you or the circumstance. Let's keep going. So for your Moonology cards, we had 3. So I chose to take them all, Taurus. They all came tumbling out together, and I understood them as building upon each other. So that's why I'm holding them in this way. But we're going to go through them one by one. The first one is a win-win outcome, is forecast full moon in Libra. Full moon in Libra will happen in Aries season, right? So this is approaching, and this is something that this could be a time marker. These cards throughout all of these readings, and I do apologize, save the best for last, Taurus, you're last, sorry. But I started with Gemini because that is what my beautiful, can you see my pendulum? I don't know if you can see this. This is my pendulum. And when I am preparing to do a reading, I tune into, with the pendulum, I will be guided basically by spirit where to begin with the zodiac, and the pendulum guided me to begin with Gemini. It was probably because we were just moving through the Gemini full moon energy. Today, as I record this, we're just literally out of the orb of that energy. So I do apologize for you being last. However, these have been showing up as time markers for everyone, just so you know. So you may take a note, full moon in Libra, this will be an Aries season, a win-win outcome. So if you're involved in anything potentially legal, if you're seeking a solution to something, you might be able to expect to see that coming by this time. We also have, next out, nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. So something is coming together, but it's going to come together in a win-win. But right now, nothing yet is set in stone. And we're tuning into the potentials, right? Last card. A new start is coming, new moon. And so you'll have to tune in intuitively which new moon. I always work with all of them myself, but I work with them based on how they are coming up into my awareness. And so sometimes we will have new moon that we really feel, okay, this is time to plant some significant intentions, planting some significant seeds, setting those goals for the new start. But a new moon indicates this time of potential, right? This is when we plant those seeds, literally how I started your reading. And I haven't read through these, right? So I kind of read them as I go. I just pray, I pull and pray. By the way, I didn't say that, did I? But I always pray and meditate over your cards, over each person, and I pull them individually. And I'm using like 6 decks. Most people don't like to sit through that. So and some people are very triggered by the shuffling sounds. So I pull all of the cards for most of my videos when I'm doing a deck with so many I said that backwards, a reading with so many decks. I usually pull the cards and then begin the reading. So these are all specific to your Taurian energy here. I don't know why I was guided to say that, but I don't read the cards as I'm pulling them. I just kind of keep going, and I keep myself open as a channel. And what I'm doing is just asking Spirit, what does, what's in the highest good of the Taurian collective to know? What do they need to know for their timeline? What is their guidance? Where's their soul growth? That kind of thing, right? Your Earth Magic Oracle card that came out is Spring Equinox. Again, close to this full moon in Libra, probably. Spring Equinox, rebirth, Taurus, rebirth. So there's something that's got so much potential. And I had to put a gap in my placement. It's kind of triggering me because there's this open space. But your Moonology cards are taking up all of this room. So we've got your angel tarot messages, and these are tuning into the timeline of events that may be coming down the pike for you, or experiences that you may be moving through very tangibly for the next 2 weeks. The first card out is Six of Air. Six of Air. And this is really talking about things are looking up, Taurus. This is the end of a difficult situation. This could be you taking a little bit of a trip, having a reprieve. This is you beginning to feel hopeful again, beginning to dream potentially of the potential that's surrounding you. This is a card that often comes after a very difficult period of time. So it could have been a very trying time this year for you, Tauruses. And if that's so, I'm so sorry. That I know I have a close friend who has a lot of Taurus in her chart and has really gone through it as well. A very emotional year. We've got the nine of Earth as your second card out. This is Spirit and your angels guiding you to really take some time, Taurus. Really ground into your Taurian energy, right? The Nine of Earth is all about enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone and reflection. This is also a card that speaks to successful self-employment. So if you are wanting to grow the potential of something like a side hustle or a new business, this is a really fortuitous card here. And hey, that might be the win-win outcome, right? Your last card out is Queen of Earth. This is, again, very Taurian energy. I feel like this is about the holiday season. I'm picking up on some mothering energy here of like creating this nurturing space around yourself, around your loved ones, making time for those around you. And also being able to manage, this is you managing basically the stress and the tasks of the holiday season potentially, or wrapping things up through the end of the year. This is applying creative solutions to any challenges that might surface, but doing so in a very nurturing, kind, and understanding manner. This is a person who's able to create a beautiful environment around them through their warm energy, through their own creativity, okay? So for everyone, I've pulled a solstice card, whether you are celebrating winter solstice in the northern hemisphere or summer solstice in the southern. This is a day of pause. And for the northern hemisphere, it's going to be the shortest day of the year, meaning the shortest amount of daylight will be received on this day. And it makes that the longest night of the year. And symbolically, that's always seen as this potent period of potential, right, Taurus? It's this potent space to really bring yourself into presence, spend quality time by yourself reflecting upon the year. And if you do any of these types of practices, I've pulled a guidance card on what would be the most potent thing that you could reflect and meditate upon, what energy you could really work with. And what you got was healing is happening. Now it's from these two decks. You can see my huge stack here. For all of these readings, I was guided by Spirit to combine two of my oracle decks together into one giant deck. So this is both a combination of the Starseed Oracle as well as the Rose Oracle. Both are by Rebecca Campbell. And that's where this card and your next cards I'm getting ready to talk about come from, okay? But this is healing is happening. Again, this is speaking to me of a group of Taurians I'm tuning into who have had a difficult year. It's been hard. You're being reminded that nothing about you is broken. Nothing about you is, misaligned. This is a card to trust the process. And it's a card to also remind yourself that it's safe to soften and not only safe, but that it's crucial for you to spend time allowing yourself to soften. Because what I'm hearing about it being crucial is that it's taking you into this rebirth. So I'm hearing that you're needing to really bring forward this element of self-care right now. Because what you are nurturing is not only the healing process for whatever is leaving, but you're also nurturing the potential that's surrounding you that you don't even know or see. And it's getting ready to propel you into this new season of life that's going to feel like a rebirth. All right, your spiritual guidance cards. First card out is deep cellular healing. Just backing up what I was just saying, you are healing at a very deep level, both physically and emotionally. This is a card of physical body changes and healing. Nervous system, I just heard, healing the nervous system and healing the emotions and the mind. So going into that place of stillness, being able to receive, very critical. And we do need to soften and open. We need to allow ourselves to open into that state of receptivity. And sometimes we don't mean to, but when we go through something difficult, we can throw up walls around our heart. We can start to withdraw or pull back from the world. And this is about making sure you're really nurturing your softness to those around you, to those who deserve your softness. Another healing card guiding you here. Again, feeling very much, I'm hearing this is about your transition, your personal self-care transition for the end of the year. Needing to let go. The weight of the world talks about letting go of what is not yours to carry anymore. What's not going to go forward with you, Taurus. What we were just talking about. What are you taking inventory of? What are you releasing? What are you no longer carrying forward into 2025? This has a lot to do with creating new boundaries, of knowing when we know what is not coming forward with us, then we can better define what we do want to travel with us. And it's often when we figure out what is not coming that we have a much more clear perspective about what is. And so this is, again, it's about working with your energy, releasing what's not yours, allowing yourself to surrender, to be held by the waters, right? You're surrendering emotion. That's why you're being held by the waters. And how beautiful. All paths lead home, Taurus. Again, pointing you into your inner authority, your inner intuition. There is no wrong turn that you made. If you had a hell of a year, it wasn't a wrong turn. All paths are leading you home. And what I'm hearing is it had to happen that way to lead you here right now. Oh, I'm getting very emotional as I say that. But babes, this is about turning your gaze within, leaning on that intuition, knowing that you are being guided, okay? Something really beautiful is about to bloom. So right now, your biggest message from Spirit is to nurture yourself, nurture your connections, clear your field, clear away anything not traveling with you, really leaning into the inner trust, that inner softness, that inner authority. Because babes, I'm telling you, you are bubbling with this potential that's coming forward for this rebirth. All right. Taurus, honey, I hope that this has helped you. I hope this supports you. I'm sending you so much love. I wish I could give you a giant hug. My heart feels what you're going through. Intuitively, somehow, you can hear it in my voice. I'm feeling teary-eyed. So lots of love to all of you for whatever you're moving through. I'm going to check back in and do another energy check-in towards the end of the year. And I am going to throw some bonus readings up. if I have the opportunity from my own preparations. We'll see what happens. I'm a bit behind, Taurus. I'm a bit behind. I'd rather read here with you. But until we see each other again, you know, sending you so much love for the end of the year, the beginning of 2025. And again, don't forget, if you'd like a personal reading, drop me a comment. Let me know how this resonates. Check those other placements as well. And I will be pulling names out of a hat, probably right around New Year's Eve. Maybe I was saying I might have my husband help me, but I might just let my mom, because it's going to be her birthday, New Year's Eve. She's a New Year's Eve baby. Anyways, Taurus, until we see each other next time, I wish you so much love. Take care. Bye-bye.